Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the makeup date that I went to a couple of weeks back. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted pictures of this event. This is a Bloomingdales event where if you are a card holder, you purchase a $25 gift card, which is your ticket to the event. And when you get to the event, that gift card is given back to you to use to purchase whatever you want. There's usually a lot of promotions going on during this event, and they have a bunch of vendors that come from the area, whether it's a hair salon, nail technicians, estheticians, dermatologists, plastic surgeons, the whole nine. So the fall event is the biggest event. I lived in Miami for many years, and I didn't know about this event until I moved to Orlando. And now something I've noticed is this is not available at all Bloomingdales. So you might want to ask at your local Bloomingdales, like all over your area, if this event happens in their store. So without further ado, let me just show you what I purchased during the makeup date event. I didn't purchase a lot of things because they did not have a very good beauty promotion while the event was going on, and they hadn't received all of the fall releases, and I was mainly looking forward to YSL, NARS, and Chanel. But they didn't have any of like the new fall releases. So I only purchased two things, and I used my gift card that I had purchased to get to the show. And I had another $25 gift card that I had accumulated with points. So when you have the Bloomingdale's credit card, when you've reached 5,000 points, you get a $25 gift card. Now a lot of times they have triple points, five times the points. So it's really easy to accumulate your points. And also they have a lot of events where if you spend a certain amount of money, you get that 25. So my favorite one, which is the most feasible one, is when you spend 100, you get 25 back. Now, I don't usually purchase anything other than beauty products at Bloomingdale's. I'm not really into very expensive, like high fashion clothing or shoes. So I mainly just purchase beauty products at Bloomingdale's. Let's get started. So just for attending the show, you get breakfast. So you get like a brown bag like this filled with like food items. You get a bottled water. You get a box of fruits, like a fruit salad. You get like some sort of like, you know, omelet thing. Like every year it's different. But this year it was a croissant. I don't know what it's called. So if you know the name of this, please comment down below and let me know what this is. So I'm gonna just describe it to you. It's like they got a miniature croissant and they hollowed it out, and inside they put like a egg, spinach, cheese, mushroom sort of souffle in it. It was so good. That was in it, and then a bag of pecans and walnuts that were tossed in like this sort of cinnamon spice kind of thing. And then you also had beverages, so you had juices, water, and coffee. Now, when you first enter, you just walk. There's going to be a stand, people giving out, you know, your gift card. And then when you come in, there's someone else waiting for you down the line with your beauty bag. Again, this is different every year. So for spring, we got like a huge like tote bag that was full of samples. This year, it was a leather bag with, it's just black on the back, but on the front it has just these hot pink lips. And then on the inside, I think it's a good size. It fits a lot of stuff, especially if you travel a lot or you have a lot of makeup. You can fit a lot in here. And then on the inside, it's stuffed with a bunch of samples, which I'll go through really quickly so that this video is not 25 years long. Let's get started. So you got like a Bobbi Brown vitamin sample and just an empty container. Now this was so that after the show you would stop by the Bobbi Brown counter and you can get like a sample of whatever you wanted. I didn't get a chance to stop by the Bobbi Brown counter, so mine is empty. I'm not gonna throw it out because I use those empty containers for samples such as these, like packet samples that once you tear, you can never close back up. I usually store them in a, I pour them into a empty container, and that helps me use the product, keep the product from drying out, etc. So I got three of these Clinique ID samples, which is the Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly mixed in with the Uneven Skin Texture Pump, which is the blue pump. Okay, so I got 3 of these, and so basically how this works is you're supposed to push this product up here, mix it all around, tear it open, apply it onto your face. The next thing that was in here are these 2? Okay, 1 complimentary hair treatment for this salon that is near, you know, the Bloomingdales, and this is Prive Salon. And you got another coupon from them for $20 off a $75 service. Then you also got a Cartier Basier Volet. I'm totally butchering that name. It's a perfume sample. If my camera would focus. There we go. We also got this Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. These were also empty, and so you would stop by the counter. They would use like a skin ID thing on your skin to automatically match you, like one of those little machines. And then you got a sample of the Double Wear foundation and a sample of the matching concealer. Next in here was the Shiseido Wrinkle Resistant 24-Hour Eye Contour Cream. So as you can see, the bag is filled with like some really good samples. You also got an Estee Lauder Perfectly Clean Multi-Action Foam Cleanser, and this is pretty big. This is like a nice deluxe sample. I use this a lot for travel. Next, there's another Clinique ID moisturizer. So you got the hydrating jelly, and then on the bottom you got the fatigue cartridge, which in reality, like the way that Clinique was just hosting the show was that if you got any of these and the moisturizer, this part was not like the part that was most soothing to your skin. Like people with dry skin can't really use a hydrating jelly because it doesn't provide them with enough moisture. This is more for people with oily skin. You can go to the counter and switch it out for one that had the moisturizer you wanted. But I didn't have to do that because since the hydrating jelly is their newest moisturizer, they've really been pushing that, and I'm okay with it because it works out for me. You also have a Hermetica Molecular Perfume Sample. Never heard of this perfume, but you got that sample as well. Then you also got a Prada Candy Kiss perfume sample. Another sample from Clinique was their Stay Matte Universal Blotting Powder, and this is just a sample of that powder. And then on the inside, you have a little puff and the powder. And because I'm oily, I'm all about this sample. Next in here, we have a Sicily Youth Anti-Pollution Energizing Super Hydrating Youth Protector. So this is a nice sample from Sicily. Again, I would, you know, pour that out into one of those containers. You got a Chanel Le Volume Mascara in black. I have a ton of these. And they're really good. You get a good amount of product. Then you have an Acqua di Parma perfume sample as well in Cariscia. God, these names gotta have the, like a phonetic pronunciation. You also got a sample of the Dior J'adore perfume. So as you can see, they really stuffed this bag with samples because I'm not done. You get a Tiffany's perfume sample as well. And I'm trying to go through these as fast as possible. You get another Cartier Le Nouveau. I cannot pronounce French, but I'm just gonna show it to you. You got a sample of that. There's also a sample of the Hermes perfume. It's called Meteorites. Very cute. Then there's a sample of Laura Mercier's Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 20. And this is what that looks like. You then have a Lancome Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate Serum. And this is just like one of their best-selling serums. Now at this show, you have like a legit 2-hour show where a bunch of cosmetic brands come to speak about their products. But before the show, the Orlando Ballet came and did two dance performances, and they were beautiful. It was lovely, very entertaining. Most of these brands talk about their new releases for fall and like what's in and what's trending, and there's a lot of giveaways. So they play games, and there's like 4 to 6 raffles where you get these huge baskets full of full-size products. And the way that you enter is when you come in, you fill your name out on the card and you dump it into a box, and randomly throughout the show they'll pick a name, and if you're chosen, then you get this huge gift basket full of a bunch of high-end products like Dior, Chanel, Hermes, Lancome, Estee Lauder, Clinique, etc. And the next perfume sample here is from Cassili, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's just another perfume sample. And then we have a YSL Top Secret Eye Perfecting Fluid. And we have a Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. This is another sample. We're almost done. We have a Missoni perfume sample. Hold on, let me just, so I can focus. And we have another Missoni Eau de Toilette perfume sample. There is a Givenchy Linterdit. I'm butchering that, I know. This is another perfume sample. And is that the last? Last but not least is a Bottega Veneta Not perfume sample. So this bag is slammed, and you get this bag just for attending the event. Everybody gets one. So in my experience, I think it's worth it. $25. It's a gift card. It's like basically the event is free because you get to use that $25 gift card to purchase whatever you want. Let me get to the point of this video now that we've been here for 300 years. There was also a like plastic surgeon dermatologist a person there that was doing Botox injections. I know. I got my hair done for free because the private salon that I was talking about, previous salon that I was talking about before, was also had a stand where you can go and get your hair done, whether it was having it curled, having it straightened, just some like simple stuff like that. There was also a pinky nail technician there, and she was doing like gel polish for everyone, so that's good. The two things that I bought with my gift card was the new Teint Velvet Chanel foundation in B30. It has a broad spectrum SPF of 15. This is their brand new foundation. There's been a lot of controversy about this foundation, especially for people who used to use the original formula. This is what the packaging looks like. The cap is matte, and then the bottle is plastic. There we go. The bottle is plastic, and then when you untwist the top, you have kind of just like a little squeezy tube. You're supposed to shake this well before use, like it says in the back. I have not used this foundation yet, so when I start using this foundation, I'm gonna do an overall review about it. But yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with this foundation because people who use the original one say that this one's definitely different, even though Chanel claims that it's the same exact formula. The only difference is that it was repackaged and renamed. They say that this is a bit more matte than the original one. So I never used the original one, but the only reason I bought it was because it is, since I really love their Teint foundation, which is like this high coverage, really matte foundation. This is a matte. It helps with your oils, but it's not full coverage. It's more like a light to medium, which is something that I've been looking for. And so I hope that this really does good for my skin, but I'll get back to you on that. So I got that retailed for $50. And so I used both of my $25 gift cards to purchase it. And then I also got the new YSL Rouge Pure Couture lipstick in 121 Arlen's Nude. And this just launched for fall. It is just a limited edition fall packaging. It is black with like these little glitters and shimmers on the top. And the color I chose to get was this like mauve-y, smoky, like purple. And let me go ahead and swatch this in the back of my hand so you guys can see it. It's really, really pretty and very appropriate for fall. Why do I choose to swatch in the most inconvenient place on my arm? You know what? Let me just do it like a normal human being. There we go. So it's just this beautiful like purple dusty mauve color, which is really pretty for the fall. This reminds me of MAC Modesty, but I think it's like a shade darker. It's like just a bit more darker than that shade. The packaging is beautiful. This lipstick was, I believe, $38 if I am not mistaken, and I have the receipt in here. So yes, it was $38. I had a great time at this event. I got one of my nails like with this animal print in gel, and I just had such a good time. While I was at the Chanel counter, I did get a sample of their primer in Mimosa, because the primer that I got a sample of a couple of months back was way too moisturizing for me. That was the word I was looking for. It was very thick and it was like too white almost, so I didn't really get much use out of it. I mean, I used my samples because, you know, it's still good stuff, but I wanted something that was a little bit more, you know, like less color, you know, kind of just more priming and good for the skin. So I got Mimosa, which is a color that they have now that is for people with yellow skin tone. Now, I was on the Chanel website and I couldn't find this product. I only found it in Rosé. So I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I'm gonna start using that as well and then get back to you guys on a review of that product. But basically, these were the only two things that I bought at the show. Nothing huge, nothing, you know, super, super special. I also, you know, have a mortgage to pay, so it's not like I can drop thousands of dollars every time I go to Bloomingdales, okay? But yes, so Bloomingdale has this show in the spring and they have it in the fall. My favorite is the spring show so far because it's less people. The fall show tends to be super, super packed because people love the fall season. Honestly, that's just the best way that I can describe it. People love the huge sweaters, like the coziness, pumpkin spice, all the tones for fall. So I've found that the fall show is also bigger, but more people also attend that show than the spring. I love the spring show. It's a bit smaller. It's like on a smaller scale, but I like that there you have more of an, it's more like of a more intimate event. That's the best way that I could describe it to you. But it's super fun. I urge you guys, if you have the Bloomingdale's credit card, find out if your local Bloomingdale's does this show. Now, also something that I want you guys to know, if you are a Bloomingdale's card holder, for the fall event, if you are a black card member, you have priority seating with like an extra couple of samples, like deluxe samples at the show. So the first two front rows were only reserved for the black card members. Now, for people who don't have the Bloomingdale's credit card and kind of just want to attend this show without having the credit card, all you have to do is, if you have a friend that owns a credit card, they can just buy your ticket for you and you attend the show with them. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye.